Yeah, just keep back a bit. Don't come too close.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I want to know.
Yeah, well, just stay back a bit. Just so we can talk, can't we? Just don't, you know what I mean? Don't be.
I'd like to know what you're doing on our premises, trying to video our premises.
I'm not on your premises. Will you stop stepping forward, please?
This is actually our property.
This bit's your property.
Yes.
Doesn't look like it, but if that's the case, then I can just take a few steps back, maybe.
All I'm asking is, could you advise what you're doing, please?
Yeah, I've come here today to get some ground footage. I'm just going to fly my drone over and have a little look and kind of zoom in and see what we can see. Yeah, that's it really.
Why is that? For what purpose?
Just for my purpose. I've got it just for a personal purpose. It's nothing.
Well, unfortunately, we can't allow that.
No,
That's
you don't.
Infringement.
You
It's
don't.
an offence flying over our premises without permission, written permission.
It's not.
Yeah, I'm afraid it is.
What offence is that then?
You're obtaining images of a property.
That's not an offence, is it? Obtaining images of a property?
I do believe it is.
What offence is that? I've never heard of that one. Obtaining images of property. Never heard of that.
Why are you filming the premises?
I just said I'm just having a little look. It's not to do with you really. I'm just having a little, you know what I mean? Just having a little buzz across with drone and stuff. Got it in my bag today, and then just having a little look basically, seeing what we can see. Just you're shaking your head.
No.
What do you mean, no?
This encounter starts like a routine question, but within minutes it spirals into a tense legal showdown involving threats, false accusations, and a shocking claim about property rights. What you're about to watch isn't just a disagreement. It's a real-world clash between confidence and actual law. One side insists they control the rules. The other calmly challenges them to prove it. And as the confrontation escalates, the stakes rise from simple filming to threats of police intervention and allegations that could carry criminal consequences. Stay close, because by the end of this footage, someone's credibility is going to collapse, and you'll have to decide who was really in the wrong.
Oh yeah, it's my own reason. I don't really expand on it to you guys. You know what I mean? I'm not. I'm doing a little documentary about ProTech. It's a bit of a surprise. You know what I mean? Just having a little nosy around and stuff, and that's it really. It's definitely going over today. It's next 5 minutes or so. I'll probably just get it up, fly it over. Just have a. I need to have a closer look really. Who are you getting, sorry?
We're just informing our owners now.
Owners? Who are your owners?
Owners are boss.
Oh, your bosses, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, bosses and that, yeah. Are they nice bosses? Do you think they'd let me do it, or do you think they'd be...
Probably down to you being boss premises.
Or that evil bosses, no, you can't do that.
You know, they're very thorough.
Thorough. Oh, okay. Got a bit of an audience going on down there, haven't there? Quite a few people out.
You've caused a lot of interest.
Let's pause right here because this is where the first major misunderstanding appears. The staff member claims filming a building is automatically illegal, but that's not how the law works. In most jurisdictions, including the UK, anything visible from a public place can generally be recorded unless a specific statute prohibits it. That means the key legal question isn't whether someone likes being filmed. It's whether the person filming is standing somewhere they're legally allowed to be. Notice how confidently the claim was made, though. Confidence can sound like authority, but confidence without legal backing doesn't create law. What do you think? Should confidence ever outweigh actual knowledge when someone is asserting their rights?
What are you doing?
Yeah, no, I just, I literally come here to do that, not to kind of speak to you guys, and you know what I mean? Yeah, it's only a small one, it's not too intrusive. I won't be like looking through your windows or anything, but yeah, it's got a good zoom on it. Digital camera, it's like 4K, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we don't want you looking at our premises.
That's fine.
It's a Bosch premises, so we don't allow...
It's a what, sorry?
It's Bosch premises.
Bosch?
Bosch.
Really? What, are you owned by like Bosch? Alright. Bish bash
All
Bosch.
our protocols, we don't provide open access for people looking at premises.
Yeah, right. What do you do like if people are driving past you, like dash cams and stuff like that? Do you set roadblocks and stuff and just...
But they aren't openly videoing and looking directly into the premises and around the premises.
So it's just mainly a concern if somebody's taking some images from the outside, really.
Inside, above and inside the property line, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that gives us a lot of protocol and paperwork we have to complete. As well as we have to seek permission from our Bosch orders.
So what do you do here then? Who are you? Are you kind of secure?
Watch how the dynamic shifts here. Instead of de-escalating, the situation is growing louder, more crowded, and more confrontational. Professional security protocol typically emphasizes observation and documentation first, because confrontation can turn a manageable situation into a spectacle. And that's exactly what's happening. More people are gathering, voices are rising, and positions are hardening. Psychologically, when groups form, individuals often become more assertive because they feel backed up. But that confidence can also lead to mistakes, especially when legal claims are being made on the spot. Here's the big question for you. If you were responsible for security, would you step in directly or keep distance and monitor?
So let him do it. I think
They won't, mate. Sorry.
they will.
You don't have permission from us to fly that drone over this building. You need express permission by us, and we're not granting you that permission.
Who told you that?
Who's told us that? I'm telling you that because I'm responsible for this.
No, but I mean, who's told you that? Because you must have heard it from somewhere. Because
Bosch will not allow you to fly a drone over their property. They own us now. They own this building. They will not allow it.
Bosch don't set the laws of the land, though, do they?
Yes, they do with regards to private property. Public property, you're finally within your rights to do so. But this is private property.
I think you're
You do
wrong.
not have the permission to film on this premises.
I think you're wrong.
Do not. Wait, right. Can you provide me with the proof that we've given you that you can film on these premises? You're hiding yourself behind a mask.
No, what I'm going to
you've
say
got a
is,
hat on, and
yeah.
you're videoing us for no reason. We have
No.
not given you permission to either video on myself, Steve, or any of the other colleagues here. We have not given our expressed opinion that you can video us.
I don't need it
Where
because
is your permission to say that you can video us on this premises? Where's your permission from us?
I don't need permission, do
Yes,
I?
you do.
I don't-
This is private property.
Oh man, you're talking rubbish there. What are you about to do about this drone as well? That you haven't got permission to do a drone and stuff like that. Where have you got that from? I don't know where you've got it from.
You'll be flying it over our property.
Yeah, exactly. So, who controls the airspace above your property?
We control this property.
Yeah, but who
We
controls
give
the
you-
airspace?
We give you permission if you can to video our premises. We are not allowing you to video our premises.
I'm definitely going to be videoing your premises today,
You're not.
especially from the air. I am.
This moment highlights a classic confusion: the difference between private policy and public law. Companies can absolutely set rules for their own property. That's their right. But those internal policies usually don't apply to members of the public standing outside on public land. Law is enforceable. Policy is conditional. And mixing those two up is where conflicts like this often start. Notice how both sides are now repeating themselves. That's a sign neither believes the other has authority. When conversations reach that stage, resolution rarely comes from argument alone. It usually takes evidence or outside intervention. So ask yourself, is this still a conversation, or has it already become a standoff?
Motives to hide from it, I suspect.
No, it's
Now,
not
if you want
that.
us to call the authorities down and get the police down, we'll quite happily do it. But I'm pretty sure they will ask you, where is your permission from us to video on these premises? We can categorically say you do not have it.
The police won't come. Police won't come for something like this. Police won't come for a guy flying a drone. You know what I mean?
Already. Have they been called? Right, great.
Oh, police are being called.
Yep.
Nah, police won't come to something like this. Well, what have you told them? You haven't told them bad things, have you? You just told them.
I don't know. I was asking here still with you. I don't know what's been called.
Oh, right. There's a guy that's going to fly a drone. They'll probably. They've no.
You're filming on private property.
I'm filming private property from the outside, aren't I?
Yeah, but you're actually stood on the private property. Now, this is our property.
If I step back a little like this, is that your property?
Right away.
Is that your property now?
Yeah, all of this is our
This is not your. This is definitely not your property. Look.
We're not giving you permission to fly that drone over our property. Neither have we given you express permission to video us on this property. Yet you continue to do so, which is invading our rights. You're saying you've got rights to video, you're invading our rights.
No, you've got it all wrong. You've totally got it all wrong. Why don't you start backing some of this stuff up you're saying by law?
You name me the law then, where you've got permission to fly and video over some private property and video people who have said you do not have
Okay,
the right
then.
to do so.
The document.
Where is that in the law? You tell me the law where you have been given permission by us and the company to fly that over the property.
That's where you're getting wrong. You don't.
Security guard threatens to fabricate a crime and report an attempted break-in to the police just to get a response. You need to see this betrayal of trust.
You are videoing on private property. Where is the express permission from us to say that you can video on this private
That's
property?
what I'm saying. That's where you're going wrong. I don't need to get permission. You're totally wrong.
Mate. You're absolutely deluded. You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, that is totally back at you.
Ulterior motive. You're wearing a hat in
Oh,
this
no.
weather. You're
It's
wearing
a
mask in
white
this
hat.
weather.
It's a white hat. It reflects the heat.
Yeah, so why are you wearing a mask?
Yeah.
To cover your face, because you've got an ulterior motive to find out other issues with not just probably us, but our neighbours around as well, because there's not just us, there's neighbouring businesses on this property.
I haven't been to any neighbouring businesses.
So are you going to ask for their permission if they're okay for the images that are on that video? No, you're not.
I can't hear you from over there anyway.
Well, you can hear me quite clearly, you've got selective hearing, that's your problem.
Yeah.
So you do not have permission to fly that drone over this property.
That's where I'm saying you're wrong. Are you going to listen to me without interrupting me? Are you not?
No.
Because I can tell you the law that allows me to.
Go on then.
Document, if you Google it, CAP 722, A1 open class, sub 250 gram drone. You can fly it anywhere apart from flight restriction zones.
That's not about flying the drone, I accept that.
Alright,
What I'm saying is, you do not have permission to fly it over this property.
I do. No, I don't need permission. No, I can fly it over without permission. You're not
Fly
listening.
wherever you want, but you can't fly it over a private property.
You're not listening. I can't help you if you're not going to listen, can I? I can't tell you that. I can't. If I'm telling you the law and you're saying it's not the law, we're stuck, aren't we?
You do not have the permission from this company to fly over this property.
Yeah. I don't need
You
it.
can fly down the road wherever, but you cannot fly it over this property.
I will be flying over the property 100%.
Here's where tension really spikes: the mention of calling police. Invoking law enforcement can sometimes resolve a dispute, but it can also be used as a pressure tactic. Legally speaking, officers don't enforce personal preferences or company policies. They enforce actual laws. That distinction matters, because calling police over something that isn't a crime can backfire or waste public resources. Notice also how the tone shifts once authorities are mentioned. The conversation becomes less about facts and more about who can assert control. That psychological shift is important, because when people feel their authority slipping, they sometimes double down instead of reassessing.
You won't be.
If you do, we'll then have to request that image and those images are deleted, and you will not leave until they are deleted. We will ask the police to come here and say that there has been an attempted break-in and coercion of evidence to stop us from getting that details back. Now, I'm sure you don't want the Met Police on this, because that's who's responsible for Box. We've got people that are involved in the police and have been for years, and they know exactly the laws.
So you're going to tell the police that I've attempted to break into your property?
Yeah, because you're on here now. We've
That'd
asked
be
you
a
to
false
leave and not
report.
video, but you've carried on. We've asked you not to fly that drone, so you've attempted to fly that over for reasons that you will not divulge to us.
I'm definitely going to fly over
For
soon.
what reasons?
I'm not going to tell you because you've been
have to
rude.
give us a reason.
You've been rude, I'm not telling you.
I haven't been rude to you.
Yeah, you
at all.
have. You've been interrupting me. You're not listening about laws and things like that. You told me you're going to make a false report to the police.
I'm not. I haven't said anything about making false reports to police. I said if you do, then we will have to inform the police.
I'm definitely going
this
to do
is
it.
what you've done.
I'm definitely going to fly this over in the next 10 minutes.
Sorry, you won't be.
What are you going to do to stop me? You can't stop me.
out to play one day, on a beautiful sunny day, dressed like they are, to do this. What has made you do that?
I just decided to do it. I just decided to have a look at this place today. I drone interesting buildings, that's all.
Just be open and honest with us. What is the reason for you doing it today? What ulterior motive is there surrounding this? There has to be something.
That's what I mean. You keep saying things like ulterior motive. There's no ulterior motive. I'm flying over to get some beautiful pictures, having a little zoom in, see what we can see of the building.
Why though? Just be honest. Look, we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Well, I think you've been rude and stuff, and you know what I mean. I don't really want to kind of have the discussion now. You know what I mean? I think you rang the police. That's ridiculous. You're wasting police time.
This is private property. If you were in a public park, you were just further down the road.
You wouldn't like it, would you?
If somebody walked into my house,
Walked into your house and said, "I'm going to take a video of your back garden." You're alright with that? I'm going to do it in the next 5 minutes. You wouldn't enjoy that, would you? You wouldn't appreciate somebody doing that to you.
yeah, but nobody lives here. It's not a residence, is it? The laws are completely different. Yeah, but the laws are completely different between residences and businesses.
We don't know.
A terrorist attack.
Giving us a reason why you're here. Other than you just fancy it.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not a terrorist attack, I can tell you that. I won't still be just stood here talking to you, would I, if I had ulterior motives, would I?
This is the moment everything changes. A threat to report a false crime isn't just dramatic. It can carry serious legal consequences. Filing a knowingly false report to police is itself an offense in many places because it diverts emergency resources and can harm innocent people. From a professional standpoint, integrity is the foundation of any security role. Without credibility, authority collapses instantly. Notice how calm the auditor remains despite the accusation. Staying composed under pressure is often the strongest response because it forces the other party's claims to stand on their own. Let me ask you, if someone threatened to falsely accuse you, would you stay calm or push back harder? Now look closely at the body language. The group closes in, reducing personal space and increasing tension. Whether intentional or not, that can feel intimidating, and in conflict psychology, proximity often raises stress levels and the chance of escalation. Ironically, stepping back and creating distance is usually the safest tactic for everyone involved. But once a crowd forms, people tend to mirror each other's emotions. Frustration feeds frustration. What's fascinating is that the central dispute hasn't actually changed. It's still about permission and legality. Yet emotionally, it now feels like something much bigger. That's how quickly simple disagreements can spiral when communication breaks down.
Just chosen to do it now.
Yeah.
Where you can go to a public park down there and take a video of beautiful surroundings and everything, but yet you've come specifically to this building to say that you're going to do it, where you're videoing further down there, down the river.
No, I have come specifically to here. I've come quite a way as well, so it's I'm not going to back out now.
Why though?
Because this is the building that I chose to look at, the lovely glass frontage.
You're not
Quite a way to film a building.
I don't understand why you're saying you've had to come to this express building to say this is what you want to do.
Just some images that I need, that's it. Just don't worry about it, honestly.
You want some images? No, that's okay, that's fine. Why?
No, that's what I say. I didn't come here to kind of engage with you and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It's a bit over the top bringing police and stuff, and you know what I mean. And
See why? Because we're protecting our property. We are a
They're
business.
scoping it out for a burglary for some ganger or whatever. We don't know.
no, I'm not a gangster. You know what I mean? I'm not a threat. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. All I'm gonna do is literally, you'll see. Right? All that'll happen is.
Why are you panicking? Because you keep looking up and down that street. So you're going to do a runner when they arrive. What's the panic for?
Well, nothing really. Don't worry. I'm literally just gonna fly. When you'll see, all that'll happen is my drone flies over. I get some images and then I'll just disappear. Oh, I don't think they'll come. I honestly don't think police will come.
You're not letting that off over this building.
there's nothing you can do to stop me, so just need to get the images quickly now before we I mean, I'm running out of time a bit, you know what I mean? I'm just like risking what? What am I risking?
You're illegally obtaining information against this business that we have expressly said you are not entitled to do so.
You're closing in on me a bit now.
To object to what you're doing.
I don't know, if you object it don't matter, does it? I mean, I'm not...
Well, yeah, it does, particularly because you're obtaining this information illegally.
I'm not obtaining any information illegally. I don't appreciate being surrounded.
Well, I don't appreciate you starting that camera up because we've given you the express request not to do so.
Well,
Alright?
just telling you to go in. Go on, lads. Go on, see you later. Do as you're told, go on. Do as you're told, go on.
What's you, what?
Here's awful. Right, I reckon my bet is that they rang the police and the police told them it's just for YouTube. So she's come out to rescue her comrades. And they're all going in now. The drone's getting ready to fly. Northern audits.
What started as a simple filming interaction turned into a layered lesson about law, authority, and human behavior. We saw repeated claims about permissions that may not legally exist, escalating pressure tactics, and even a threat involving a false police report. A serious allegation in its own right. In the end, no arrest happened, no crime was established, and the confrontation dissolved once it became clear that enforcement wasn't coming. Situations like this show why understanding the law matters more than sounding confident about it. Knowledge prevents conflict. Assumptions create it. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom and real-world legal breakdowns.